Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Malan, can you tell us about what is the main focus? What's the theme for today?
Well, the theme for today, when we were in Taiwan in March, we had an opportunity to stay at the Lalu in Sun Moon Lake, and I got a lot of inspiration from when the sun was rising from the water at Sun Moon Lake, for the colors of the fabric and for the colors of for the way that the fabric would reflect the light and things. So I decided to incorporate this, but also because there's water elements, I wanted to include the haka elements as well. So there's haka elements, but more for the men. But for the women, it's we have a lot of I've made specially woven fabrics to look like the reflection of water hitting Sun Moon Lake. Like, so when you see the sun come up and the colors and you see the reflection on the water, it looks like this actually. So.
Wow, it's really amazing because Sun Moon Lake is one of our most important Taiwan symbolic. So can you also tell us what's your other inspiration from Taiwan?
My own inspiration from Taiwan? Well, I've been designing for probably about 11, 12 years, and through the years I've always tried to incorporate the silhouette of the Taiwanese traditional costume and clothing with a little bit of the Western mix, because I think to kind of bring tradition into a little bit of modernity, and so that the world can see, because I don't think there's any designers from Taiwan that actually do this. I think most designers from Taiwan are more like, they try to do more like sportswear or more things that are very Western. But I try to incorporate a lot of the Eastern into the clothing,
Yes, I mean, that's why it's so amazing, your artwork. And also, so we know, as you say, the Taiwan's clothes, they're trying to Westernize, but you are the one, who really make the effort, combine the Western, the Eastern.
It's my heart. It's where I was, come from, and I think it's important for the world to see this beautiful. Even if it's only an inspiration for clothing, but it's important for people to see the beauty of the elements of Taiwan, because there's so much that people don't know, and if they've never been to Taiwan, they'll never understand it unless they have something visually to prepare them. So for this show we have visual elements. We're projecting video from Sun Moon Lake of the sunrise, and we have a live Hakanese singer she's an opera singer actually, to sing Hakanese song, and then we have traditional Taiwanese songs, and it's going to be very like traditional elements brought into modern elements.
And one more question for the audience. They didn't know you yet, and we know you have such a deep connection with Taiwan.
Yeah.
Can you introduce more about your history, why
definitely.
you are connected to Taiwan?
That's right, because so I was born in Taipei, and my family, we lived in Tianmu when I was growing up. But my grandmother, she's from Taichung, and then my grandfather is French. So they had children, and then my mother, she's English and Italian, and so my father is mixed, and so I have like a mix with European. So that's why I have Taiwanese inspiration, and then I also have European inspiration together, So
I think it's the best combination for the Asian industry.
I think so. I'm honored that people have embraced the collection all over the world. The collection is in stores now. We have shops in London, in Ireland, shops in Japan, shops in Australia, shops all over the world carrying collection, and it's so nice. It's so nice.
And as we know, now you're kind of become the most important ambassador for Taiwan. We really appreciate that.
Thank you. It means so much to me, so much to me. I'm so honored that I can share this beautiful country with the world,
So, from your fashion design, so the Taiwan now is exposed, exposure to the whole world more.
It's so lovely, and the people come to me now because they know this is what I do, and I have so many celebrities from East and West both that come, and like Ariana Grande, who's so famous all over the world, that wears the clothes, and we had in the VMA Awards, her brother Frankie Grande, who's also a celebrity, he wore. We made a white coat that we put put Hakka flour in Swarovski crystals, and it was made with Jimmy Crystal, who's also from Taiwan, and we incorporated the Hakka flour all into the design, and he wore this for the Video Music Awards for MTV 2 weeks ago, and it was one of the best dressed in all of the Video Music Awards. So it's so nice to see that this little influence is transferring into this world, you know.
Thank you. So one more question. But it's so it's so not. I mean, it's pleasure to get your interview. So can you talk about more how your grandmom influenced your fashion design?
You saw the movie, yeah?
Yes. In her trip to Taiwan.
My grandmother was very. She was a very stylish woman, you know. She loved beautiful fashion, but she also believed in nature and incorporating, you know, because in Taiwan everything is so much about nature and respecting the natural elements and bringing them into the modern elements. So it was very, for me, she taught me this. So we would travel when I was a little boy, we would go sometimes to Spain, sometimes to France, and she would go to Dior and she would have clothes made for her at Christian Dior, but then she would come back to Taiwan and she had tailors in Taiwan and she would take traditional fabrics and she would have the same dress made in traditional fabric for her as well, because Dior wouldn't make it for her. Well, I shouldn't say that because I don't want to get in trouble, but because it wasn't their design, so she would come and she would have it interpreted for her as well. So she gave me so much with art and music, and because all my fashion shows incorporate art and fashion and music and nature, and I think she taught me this. You know, she gave me this in my life to teach. You know, because I think the knowledge that we get from the elders is always, you know.
And I heard your grandma. You told us she has a whole wall of the robe, right?
Yeah. She has the most amazing collection. Yeah. And I remember when I was a little boy, I would look at the pieces and I would see like how it was made beautifully, and it was so lovely, so inspiring, you know, so inspiring. Yeah. Thank you.
Whenever you think about your grandmom, you really feel so touched, right? Such an inspiration.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope if we have chance in the future, we can have some of your grandmom's photo or
Yes,
something.
definitely. Yeah, I can definitely get it too. No problem. And you know, they made back in the old days. They used to make these movies, 8mm,
Yeah.
and we have some of those. I actually spoke to someone and they found some 8mm of her. So
When we have the chance, we can do her story with her.
that would be lovely. I would.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Do you have any question?
Thank you.
Yes.